American Pie.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he's getting ready to sing? He's like, Bumblebee, Bumblebee, Bumblebee.
Hey, man, we're live. All right, here we go.
I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I am Jamie Flanagan.
That over there is August Gitchlag.
I got Mrs. Vino here to my right.
All right.
And then you introduce
and
me.
then this is Mr. Fox.
There you go. There you go.
You are part of the team now. You have
Yeah, you got to pick up
I'm
on your cues.
I'm like walking around the table. I'm like, and
And me.
No more and then. No more and then.
If you had jumped in, I couldn't wait to throw it to her and see if she got it.
Yeah.
right.
We'll get there. Best rehearsal ever.
Ever.
So a couple of offers on the table. Well, there's a lot of stuff
There's some stuff
on
there.
the table, and we're going to talk
We're branded
about,
today.
like I said, best rehearsal ever. All right,
Just gonna run this back. Start again.
Little Saints.
All right, Saints.
No, it's the live ones. You gotta roll with it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Me, you, Stevie Winwood, we're rolling with it.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Vegas.
2 offers on the table. Lots of stuff on the table. Little Saints. Offers on the table are simply like, subscribe, leave a comment. I always forget to say that up at the top.
well, you did
do-
it this
we never
time.
Do all the podcast things in all the podcast places. We appreciate everybody who joins us for the party. It's,
Absolutely.
it's amazing. In August, you had a screwball idea,
Yeah, it was kind of goofy. You know?
which I love.
Yeah, I mean, what's the name of the podcast? Is a Man Cave Happy Hour.
Man
Well,
Cave Happy Hour.
we have a lot of friends, gentlemen, and a lot of our friends spend a lot of money on their personal man caves. you
Yes.
know?
Mhm.
Yes.
Put together a basement, a garage, a tiki bar in the yard, something like that. They got a
Yep.
collection they want to show off, whether it's booze or toys. 'Cause that would be what my collection would be.
Yeah.
Or art or some stuff they got.
We actually did do one and with one of my fraternity brothers. And his basement is filled with hockey memorabilia.
Yeah,
He has
that's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
He has seats. Pat Maley. I think I might have taken it down because it was kind of a nightmare of an episode.
I remember that episode.
It kind of went sideways and the audio went. But anyway, but so he's got, but the seats in his basement, his man cave, are all from like the original 6 stadiums. He's got seats from all the
So you
original
can't
6.
sit in any of them.
Oh
You
yeah,
just
no.
look at them.
You can
Oh,
sit
yeah.
in.
And you
Oh,
can sit
okay.
in them. Yeah, that's great. And then he's got sticks from everybody, and
Mhm.
but that's
Yeah.
cool. And it's fun to go in and talk to people about their man caves. We've talked to people on the show about their man caves,
Right.
But it'll be fun to do some from other
Yeah,
people.
we're just gonna like force
We
our
did-
friends to entertain us and
We've,
give us
we've done
drinks and
we've
show us
done
their shit.
some we've done like a handful at my house.
Yes, we have. In your man cave, yes.
Down in the man cave, and then on the patio.
Those
Hot
are
tub.
those are PA.
Hot tub time.
Those are pre-August.
Well, we
Yeah.
have to get there.
Yep,
we have
yep.
to. We all want to take a
I
bath
have
together,
not.
yes.
I have not done one in the hot
No,
tub.
I've not boiled my sausage with you fellas yet.
Well, come on, let's go take a bath.
No,
That's what I said.
It's it'll be fun.
Hassan Feppa.
on mushrooms.
All right. So there you go. Those are the 2 offers on the table. Like, subscribe, leave a comment for all the podcast fun you can possibly imagine. And then just reach out to any one of us to connect, to
Yes.
be able to, we'll do this in the luxury of your own home.
Yes.
We'll come over and drink your booze.
Drink your
Oh,
booze.
we'll
But
bring
we'll-
host gifts.
But
We will bring gifts.
Okay.
we will bring
gifts.
some host
Yes.
guests. So we will be good guests.
We'll bring you non-alcoholic mushroom-based beverages.
No,
Love it. Let's do it.
I'll bring some
Speaking-
vintage wine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
So so we'll do that.
Oh yeah, and if you're lucky, we'll bring Kristen.
Yes.
If you're lucky,
Only if
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Only if you're lucky.
put in a special request.
Yeah,
There it is.
You got to tease him with something.
That's it.
You're already teasing up, man.
But so we're busting her chops about hey, you're part of the team, lady. Here, let's get with it over here. Hey,
And if you're lucky,
hey,
you
hey,
can come.
hey,
We'll bring
But-
you along if you're lucky.
she brought the party today.
I did.
Little Saints, and
Guess
she,
who?
she upped the ante and brought in Megan Klein. Megan, welcome to the Man Cave.
Woo!
Megan.
Yeah, live from Miami.
Woo!
Miami.
So
I
Megan,
came in
you
my
are
special cat outfit.
meow. You are the CEO of Little
I'm the
Spirit, Little
founder
Saints.
and
Oh,
CEO of Little Saints.
Yay. Awesome.
right
Yeah.
on. Is this your brainchild?
This is my baby, my
right,
brainchild.
so
Yes, born
we're
in
going to talk
Detroit.
about Little Saints, and we're going to find out because there's some fun stories that go along with it. The whole Shark Tank thing, we're going to hear about that. And but before we get into that, Megan, tell me about your childhood.
Lots of daddy issues and lots of alcohol issues. Hence,
You're in. Right on. So what brought you into the world of the mushrooms, right? Mrs. Vino, just you take over at any moment. Because you wrote a whole article about this in your Edible Wow magazine. Mrs. Vino, she's like so cool. She writes for the Edible Wow. And there was is this the episode?
There you go, Jamie.
Is this the episode? The issue with the feature in it?
Yeah, this is how Megan and I met.
So we met.
You know, I found Little Saints when she had first launched this product at the Royce in downtown Detroit.
Oh, nice.
Back in the day when CBD was one of the ingredients. However,
how long
Megan,
ago? And how long ago was this?
Summer of 2021. I launched. It was like mini movement weekend. Like 2021, there was an official movement, but I launched because I had a little mint green vending trailer that I parked outside of Spotlight on movement weekend, and I sold my little. They were then called Plant Magic Mocktails. We have since dropped the word mocktail, but that's when they started. May
You can hear them moving
2021.
across the table, resonating.
So 2021, and you said a mint colored.
A mint. Her name was Baby Mint, and it was a mint green vending trailer that I towed around Detroit and around Michigan with my mint green Jeep.
That's brilliant.
All right.
I mean, it really was brilliant. I bet.
Yeah.
But
I'll show you a
Megan,
picture.
because there's a lot. There's like probably 8-10 different things on the table here. The elevator pitch, real quick, Megan. What is Little Saints?
Little Saints is a brand of non-alcoholic cocktails and spirits powered by mushrooms. All of our spirits, so we have RTDs,
You
which
never
are
did that
like a
before.
classic cocktail in a can.
Yeah.
And then we have spirits, which are meant to be mixed like a regular alcoholic spirit would be.
Right.
They're all infused with functional mushrooms. So the cans have reishi, the bottles have lion's mane, and they're all 0 sugar and 5 calories.
What?
So there you are. All right. So I just want to get a little frame of reference because we knew what they were.
All right. What just landed in front of us
Get the
here?
bloody name
Whoa,
right.
Slow down.
Well, we
There's
know what they were.
multiple cans open. They're coming at me. Here.
I know I can't help myself.
What are we? You're
She's
popping stuff up. Popping
She's so
cans.
excited. All right. So, Kristen, you cracked a can for us and shared it up in a glass. We threw it over some rocks.
one
And
is
what
that?
was the first one that we did?
So the first one's the Negroni Spritz.
Okay.
Okay.
Negroni Spritz.
Mhm.
All right. So I got a hard time with Negronis.
We just did this a couple weeks ago.
Because
didn't
we did
Yeah.
cocktails, and I've tried Negronis a few times. I haven't tried this yet.
We turned on Negroni.
I usually I'm not a huge fan on the Negronis, but all right. So this is a Negroni Spritz,
You got it.
and again in the cans you said lion's mane's in the bottle, and then the can is the what?
The Reiki.
Reishi.
Sorry. Reishi.
All right, giving this a little sniff. It smells delicious.
It's
It
good.
smells.
It really,
It's good.
it's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the back end, I'm getting like a red hot cinnamon almost
Okay.
flavor,
Okay.
which I'm really enjoying.
Did you smell that candle? It smells like Fireball.
But it's not
people call
spicy.
that cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
All right. Anyway, non-alcoholics call that cinnamon. Yeah, it's cinnamony. Oh, August, what are you doing? You're
I'm putting gin in Negroni.
He's doctoring it.
But you're like my brothers.
Well,
They're
must
not
be switching
intended
enhancement
as
as well.
mixers, but some people do use them as mixers.
Oh, okay.
I
but
figured you'd be like any other cocktail person. It's like in any way you want to enjoy my product, please enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
do
drink
whatever
it.
you want. Do whatever
There's
you
a
want.
dryness.
there is.
As
There
a
is.
finish. The
Yeah.
finish is very, very dry. There's that Negroni bitterness. Is that
Mhm.
is bitter the right word
got
for the
it.
Negroni?
You know, it's
Yep.
not nearly as bitter
Bitter.
as an actual Negroni.
But it's not like
Maybe just
that.
because you mixed them up wrong last time. Maybe that's why.
Maybe I
you were
over-
supposed to like them
maybe
and you
Well, last
mixed up
week,
a terrible cocktail.
last
If it was
week.
supposed to taste like this, I would have drank the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Sorry, the crap out of them.
Yes. But no, I'm hit and miss. I'm like, when we do 3 cocktails, I'm going to get one perfect, and the other two are going to be a
Yeah. We know what
Crapshoot.
we're getting into when we mix those things up. But
Thank you. May I have another?
No, that's nice. So, but on the finish, it's dry. If you gave this to me and told me it was a cocktail, I would say, oh, okay.
Yeah, I would know.
I wouldn't know that
I wouldn't know the difference.
It's not boozy.
The next one that I have for you, gentlemen. So, and
talking to those
Megan,
two, right?
Megan can talk.
You're
You're a
just talking to those two,
gentleman.
huh?
You're a
What he
gentleman.
wants to be. Yeah.
The next one that we'll try is the Negroni, or I'm sorry, spiced old fashioned. Now, Megan, this one is seasonal, so I know that we're moving into after
It's
this one.
seasonal. We
Spicy.
just sold out of 3 weeks worth in 2 days. So it's no longer available.
So
These gentlemen are the last to try it.
all right. I like that.
Yeah.
But it will circle back around next season.
We probably will we've done a couple versions of the old fashioned. We did I'm from Wisconsin. That's where I grew up. So we did a little bit of a cherry old fashioned, and the one that you're going to try is a spiced old fashioned.
Okay.
We'll probably, I'm not sure, but they're similar. We'll bring back one.
Old fashioned.
Sorry?
Cranberry old fashioned.
So let me be honest. This is the
I'm pitching
first,
ideas. I'm pitching ideas.
This is the first time I've heard of mushrooms and mocktails coming together. This is
Yeah,
the first time
I've heard of.
this.
I've heard of. Yeah, this is the first time I've heard of mushrooms as the foundation for
mocktails.
flavors. Now, is that the thing? Is the foundation for the flavor of the?
It's the fuel. So when I started Little Saints, I did dry January 2021. I was in my house in Jefferson Chalmers in Detroit, and I tried everything that was available in non-alc, and nothing had a nose to it. Everything was full of sugar. And then nothing had a really good functional ingredient. And I was okay, you can go to the bar, and right now the only fuel is alcohol. I see the back bar of the future as a rainbow of fuels. So some might have THC, some might have functional mushrooms, some might have kava, some might have kratom. And I just know, so does Kristen, how helpful functional mushrooms are for my mental health. And they just put me in a better mood. And I was drinking, lots of people drink mushroom coffee.
Right.
And there was no mushroom, Rise, Mudwater, all of the mushroom coffees. So people are familiar with that concept of it. And so I was well, we need a mushroom nighttime drink.
So I'm curious, you chose 8-ounce cans. Was it a market like we want to be able to package it smaller, or
it's because it's more like a cocktail, if you're going to pour it on ice into a glass, 8 ounces is really you guys know, it's
that feels
you
a cocktail.
don't need any more than 8 ounces.
Almost 2 if you got enough ice in it.
In the beginning, some manufacturers were trying to get us into 12-ounce cans. And actually that first weekend at Spotlight, we had 12-ounce cans, and it was way too much for one cocktail.
No one at Spotlight has ever overindulged in anything, though.
Never.
What are you talking about?
I'm still enjoying the Negroni.
Wait.
I'm still sippity.
Wait till you try the next one.
Okay, bring it.
This is
Yeah.
All right. So what's next on the hit parade? Is this out of the bottle or another can?
No, we're gonna.
Oh,
do,
it's here.
Yeah, we'll do another can. We'll break into the spirits.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to finish my Negroni so I can use my glass.
Yeah.
I just grabbed the other glass because I just had it there.
The fancy glasses.
Yeah, fancy
I brought
glasses.
in
Your
fancy glasses for you
Put
guys.
your pinky out, August.
They're
I did.
they're platinum rimmed.
Should I rinse? Does it make a big deal or?
Nah.
No.
All
Just
right.
make sure you suck it all down.
I sucked it all.
Okay,
This is
good.
the old fashioned.
All right. There. Oh, this is
Yes.
the old fashioned. All right.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
You and Matt.
little more for Santa Claus.
You and Matt are splitting
It's
it.
like
I
Bill.
already
It's
had
like
some.
Bill Murray with his tab, and it's like it's a little over the vodka. All right, there we
I'm
go.
looking at it, don't drink it all.
Oh wow, there's a. You said most of them don't have a nose. That Negroni had a beautiful nose. There was nothing bitter in the nose on the Negroni. It smelled sweet, but it didn't taste sweet.
Mhm.
And this, it's colorful.
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting, man,
It's like
on the nose?
It's like an amber. Yeah. I'm looking at Jurassic Park right now.
Yeah. Oh, the
amber.
color is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the life is at.
Yes.
It's in the mushrooms.
Trying to place
No
the,
mosquito DNA.
It's a sweet. I wouldn't say caramely. All right, but this is an old fashioned.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a caramel, but it's a different kind of caramel. I'm trying to pick the caramel. There's a caramel, but I don't know which caramel. It's a caramel family.
Is it caramel?
Caramel adjacent.
Or
Like
caramel?
nougat?
Or is it caramel?
Or is it-
Exactly.
It's
It's
caramel.
Is it the
Caramel.
nougat coming out?
All right. That's gorgeous. Now going for the taste, right?
Yeah.
Go for the. You like the sound of the
I
sipping
do.
into the microphone?
Yeah.
You would be fooling me if you could have given me this and tell me that it had booze in it, and I would think it did.
I am so
Because
happy.
both of them were 2
Oh
for 2.
my
on
gosh.
this.
This one
Yeah.
especially. This one especially.
I
Yeah.
am so happy, Megan. You don't understand. August is a difficult one to
There-
please.
Yeah,
I'm
and he hasn't
so
even
happy.
bastardized it yet. He hasn't even like, oh, hey, what are you doing over there? Oh, washing my hands. Grease.
My partner is a flight attendant, so I get little bottles of booze to smuggle around places. So tend to doctor things up my way.
There is. Is there a smoke in there? Are you
I'm
getting?
just surprised at how
Is there
how it
wood or a
tastes,
smoke
considering
or a
there's
barrel?
No,
or is
there's
there
no
a-
sugar.
Yeah,
right?
where are we at on sweetness and sugar? There's like an old
There's an
fashioned.
old-fashioned sweetness
sweet,
to it. Like
yeah.
there's a simple syrup in there, but there's not.
It's the monk fruit. So that's the sweetener that's in it.
That
Monk
sounds made
fruit.
up. That was a monk fruit.
It's-
Zero sugars, 5 calories, 5 grams of sodium, 5 milligrams.
Megan,
of
are you
sodium.
just making this crap up? These things don't exist.
Monkey fruit or monk fruit?
I think you're drinking it. Yeah.
It's monk
Well, I
fruit,
mean
yeah.
the ingredients,
It's
right?
monk fruit juice.
The FDA,
concentrate,
they'll believe
yeah.
anything. Nobody's
Yeah.
watching anymore.
It's the
We can say
pure
anything
monk
on these
fruit.
labels.
We get a million like DMs and comments. Is there erythritol in the monk fruit? And the answer is no. It's just pure monk fruit juice concentrate, just a tiny little bit
Where, where,
to
where
give
do
it the
you,
sweetness.
Where does
So how do you
where does
how
the
do you
monk
how
fruit
do you
come from?
juice the monks to get how exactly are you milking
Is it
the
a
monks?
gay monastery in Belgium?
I'm not a monk milker, actually. So I don't
You're not
know
a
the
monk milker?
process of
That's a good
milking
quote.
the
all
monk
right,
fruits.
tell me a little
Yes.
bit about monk fruit. What's monk fruit? Where's it come from?
So
And how
monk
do you
fruit,
get
did
what
you
is
ever
in it?
hear, I don't know if you were a total dork in like college, but some people had monk fruit parties and you would bite into a monk fruit. A monk fruit is actually a fruit. And like, it is so sweet that everything that you then eat after it like tastes like cake.
Okay.
It's this really weird, it's an actual fruit. It is like great.
Oh, I know what you're
Cake.
talking about now. Yeah, I remember that.
Cake,
stuff.
Yeah.
cake.
So what-
I didn't. I was never. I was a commuter. I went to U of M Dearborn, so I
I
commuted.
was going to say, I think
So-
we did cinnamon challenges,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
wasabi
I was
challenges.
way too. I was way
Nothing-
too old.
Nothing that cool.
No.
I was way
It's a
too old. to
fruit
mix food
that
for
is native to Asia, and
China.
and you can create a juice out of it, and you only need like a little bit. Like you see, it's like the last ingredient
Oh, okay.
on the cans because you
All
just
right.
need like a tiny, tiny little bit to give it the sweetness. It's really expensive, so most people don't use the pure monk fruit juice concentrate. They use like erythritol and the other things, but
Okay.
Yeah, little
yeah,
Sam's
we're purists over here.
250 times sweeter than sugar.
Ooh, very nice.
So they used to call me monk fruit in college.
Yeah. I love that. I love that
Ding,
line.
ding.
I love that. I love that line. I love that line. Megan, if we are ever at any point disrespectful to you or your product, too bad. No.
I was gonna,
Please warn us and flag us down.
We
'cause
should have come up with a safe word in the beginning.
why don't you? Yeah, let's come up with a safe word.
Snowmobile. If we go too far, Megan, just talk
Give us
about,
the sign.
talk about
Flashlight.
snowmobiling
Flashlight.
because sometimes we go off the rails a little
Sorry,
bit.
Megan. I can only keep the guys in line for so
But this
long.
is
No,
this
I
is-
think
this
we
is
should
longer than
try for
usual.
the safe
Yeah.
word.
No, this is nice. I would do either one of these and believe they were cocktails. Yes,
Mhm.
believe
Let's-
there was a
I
little.
think it's the mushrooms.
So now, what kind of trip am I going to be on here, Megan?
There's no trip. You're not.
No,
Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on, I'm not getting you high. They're not psychoactive. So you're drinking the can right now, which has reishi mushroom in it, which is just like it's been used in Chinese medicine for a long time. It's like it gives you a take the edge off feeling. It's like a slight relaxing to your nervous system, but it's not like a CBD where it can put some people to sleep. It just we put it in there because we worked with a food scientist with their masters in adaptogens and some neuroscience advisors. And like if you are stressed out, you can feel it more if you're super stressed out. Like if I'm super stressed out and I have a can, I will feel like a slight take the edge off. If you're just like, having a normal day, you might not feel something. The whole point is it's like a really subtle kind of.
So this is good for my blood pressure issues, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, he's on the cusp.
I'm on the cusp. Yeah,
Yeah.
you turned 50.
I was shaking my head because my wife was like, "Hey, we should get a dog." So we just had this puppy come into our life, and my life has just been stressed for the last. It's like set a timer for 10 minutes. We got to take her on 10 minutes. Oh my God, take her back out. She's peeing on this. Oh my God, my life has been every 10 minutes a timer going off.
And you're a high school teacher, for Christ's sake.
Oh my God, I went to work to relax today.
Oh my gosh, that bad?
That is
With
that
little Raina, little fur Raina?
my little fur baby Raina. Yeah.
Oh.
We have to keep talking about this damn dog every podcast now. Is that going to be the main topic?
Yeah. Did we talk about her yesterday?
Your mistake.
Did we talk about her yesterday?
Never mind.
It's all right, Jamie. It's all right, Jamie. I got
No,
you covered because
he's
you
got
can
me.
you can just bring this into the teacher's lounge, your little hip flask of
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
See,
Yeah.
I love these bottles, by the way.
Yeah.
They're just super
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Adorbs.
Toast
Yeah.
So what's this next one you just opened up for us
Okay,
there?
so you chose the ginger mule,
yes, you did.
and that one's got it's got.
I'm
I'm
going to go back to the old fashioned. That's
I think
That's
we're out
making
of
me
those
happy.
already.
No, there's some.
No,
There's
here you
some.
go.
Fuddruckers.
There you go.
I'm teasing. I want to finish this and try the next one.
I don't want to drink too many of these because then it'll calm me down and I'm useless to you.
No, it won't. Well,
I'm kidding.
it's calming, but it's also it's.
Did you add
cognitive
anything?
function.
No.
Did you add anything
No.
to the bourbon, the
No.
old fashioned one?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Look at you, good boy.
Purist.
Good boy.
Oh, F you guys. I'm dumping vodka in this one now. You had me. I was being
Well,
all
no.
good.
I was curious.
behaving,
I was
and they were like,
curious.
Now you're
How
taunting
it-
me for not juicing it up.
It's all right. That's why we put baby in the corner.
Can we turn that mic off over there?
Oh, come on now.
I
Oh, and she knees me under the table. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't say it again, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you got the ice next to you?
Oh yes.
Can you?
Megan, if you were here in person,
Just grab
you'd
it.
hit him too. It's okay.
If you're not smacking me, I'm doing something wrong.
All right. So now the ginger mule is next. Yes.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what. I
All right.
put too much vodka in there. and
Did you?
I don't
You
even
vodka.
taste it.
You
I don't
vodka.
taste it.
You
I don't
vodka.
taste it. This is a nice. It's a wonderful mixer. I think it's delicious.
So mules typically would have vodka, or would it be?
It's got that ginger.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's
got the ginger
lime
smell.
and it's not super spicy ginger.
Okay.
It's got you don't have to add any lemon to it.
No,
I don't
you
think, or
don't.
lime. I like that.
You definitely get the ginger.
Megan, this is a lot of curation.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of different expressions. That's you're a busy bee. This is
You phrase that like an English teacher.
yeah. How many different expressions are there of Little Saints?
There are 6 can flavors, and we've got 2 spirit flavors.
Oh, we'll get to the spirit bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh.
the spirits, I think. So the spirits, especially St. Ember. Here, I'll just pour these in the fancy glasses for you.
All right.
guys.
So the mule, it's gingery. You know what? I kind of don't like mules.
Okay, so it's my
the
go-to.
animal.
My go-to is vodka and ginger ale
I
with
like-
lime, not
I
necessarily
like-
ginger beer.
I like ginger beer.
Ginger beer is just too calorie
too-
heavy. They're too sweet. They're
Yep.
too sugary. This does not have that. There's a lightness to this that I really enjoy.
But the mules is like this mule, that, and now everything is this mule, that mule.
all I
mule,
gotta do
mule,
is
mule.
you put
Mules
anything in
have been
ginger
like
beer.
very in vogue of late.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's the Mexican mule, the Kentucky mule. You
Yeah,
just put
yeah,
ginger
yeah,
beer,
yeah.
whatever spirit you want.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm just like, just give me the spirit straight up, really. But this guy isn't too.
No, I cleared my glass for you.
It's
Okay.
fine. I got a
fine.
new glass.
More okay. New
And
glass.
it's the Psalm in me.
All right. So what is
Everyone's
this?
There's
called?
Everyone's really starting to calm down right now.
I know.
no, there's a. I'm still on the mule. You guys are grabbing another
No,
glass. I'm
she's-
still trying to figure out the mule
You
here.
got fresh stuff
No.
in front of me here.
Yeah, I like the ginger. mule.
Where are you
It's
at
got a
on the
bite.
mule, Matthew?
So we're done with the little cans
With
now.
the mule, the
Mm-mm.
ginger is definitely there, Jamie. With
Yeah.
Megan, it's very the ginger beer. It's always got that bite. When you go to sip on it, it gets in your nose.
If it's done right and has
Right.
ginger in it, it's going to ginger.
But the ginger,
yeah.
but this ginger is just it just sits so nicely, and I'm really enjoying it. I want some more actually.
there has been
Yes, please.
a dryness. I would describe these as like an after as a dry feeling, a dry wine. There's a dryness to
Mhm.
these.
They all do kind of, yeah.
All three of them. The first one and this one more than the old fashioned.
Makes you thirsty. Makes you want more.
More, please.
I
Yeah,
found
well,
some
please.
more.
Yeah, there you go.
So did I.
But I hate like diet pops.
Mm.
Only
And,
only ginger beer. The diet ginger beer is better than the regular ginger beers,
Yeah.
I think.
Which brand?
like
though?
diet pops
Any of
and
them are
diets.
just better
Yeah.
when they're diet because it's just lighter, less sugary.
I don't. Oh yeah, Megan, do you miss the word pop?
Wisconsin, we call it soda.
Are you back to soda?
I've
Oh, so
always
she-
been soda
always
because
been
I
soda.
grew up in Wisconsin.
Oh, you're from Wisconsin. All right.
Yeah.
yes,
use that.
yeah, always been soda.
All right. Well, it's good. It spreads over. All right, but
I still vibe with pop as a Midwesterner, but yeah, soda. We were, soda.
I love
and,
it. I vibe with
bubblers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Vibe with pop.
All right. So what's in the fancy glasses here?
So I'm not done with the mule.
Well,
I am.
It's just a ginger mule.
I'm moving on.
Ginger mule sparkling cocktail. So
Yeah.
it's just gingery, fizzy fun.
with the reishi in there. So, Megan, do you want to get geeky?
Yes.
So on the back
Yeah.
of the can, Mr. Fox, if
Yes.
you can
Give
read,
me a
what's
little
the,
something.
the percentage of the beta glucans in
Ooh.
there?
What?
What did you just
Okay,
call? What
I
did you
got-
just
I
call
got
my
a-
friend?
I got a speed read now.
Yeah.
What did you just call
The
my
beta
friend?
glucan?
Beta glucan.
Okay, minimum of 70% beta glucan.
Yeah, you got it.
What does that mean?
Megan,
70%.
Megan, take
What
it
is-
away.
All right.
What's the beta glucan?
All right. So when you have like a picture, like you're cooking and there's a mushroom, the whole mushroom does not have like health effects in it. All the like health effects are in the beta glucan, which is a fiber in the mushroom that has all the good stuff in it. And so if we were to just fry up like a lion's mane mushroom in a pan, for example, it would be about 1% beta glucan. But if you, our extracts are 70% beta glucan because our mushroom suppliers are like the best in the business. They extract the beta glucan from the full mushroom fruiting body and mycelium via ultrasound. So it's like a really pure extraction technology. So you guys know you're in Michigan, like it's like a lot of the extraction processes for mushrooms and CBD and all the things, you can use solvents and all that stuff.
Mhm.
This is just a pure ultrasound extraction. So it's able to like isolate the beta glucan and then deliver that to us as like a 70% beta glucan extract for the reishi and the lion's mane.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, we got nerdy as hell right
I
there.
know.
Yeah, that was
I had to
real
break-
nerdy.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
had to
but
break out the
that's
nerds.
important bits that we need to know.
Mhm.
All right.
Are you done on
But
this one, Jamie?
it's in does that is there mushroom? I don't know. I'm not getting mushroom in any of these, but I don't know what
No.
lion's mane or the Reiki.
Reishi.
Reishi.
Yeah, Reishi.
Reiki,
mushroom.
that's
So the
different.
reishi, one of
Reiki's
you
like
remarked
connected to
on the
them.
mouthfeel. The dryness mouthfeel is from the
Mhm.
mushroom extract.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So that's okay. So that's the mouthfeel
Yes.
Mhm.
that you get.
Yeah, and then remember,
Okay.
like I said, lion's mane. So that is a cognitive enhancer.
All right.
You know,
I
like
need
we
all
haven't-
the
we
co-
haven't-
I need all the cognitive enhancement I can get.
Yeah.
so it's good for you. So that's why you kind of get like an elevated feeling when you drink any of these, whether it's the cans, whether once we move on to the spirits. Specifically the St. Ember. So that's what I poured in your glasses with no ice because I just want you to taste it
Mhm.
nice and cold. So that St. Ember, this is the original spirits that Little Saints originally came out with. And this
OG.
one has, so this is an OG. This one has the lion's mane. And then also the Palo Santo. Now, Palo Santo, I don't know if you gents know
That's your ex-boyfriend,
that. Well, I did date a Spaniard.
Palo
once.
Santo.
Palo. Hey, Palo.
I was gonna say, was it Inigo Montoya?
You killed my father.
You killed my father. So the Palo Santo, Megan can talk more about what that is for individuals who don't know what Palo Santo is. It's not a person.
It's a resort town.
Woo. All right. There's more nose on this thing.
Yeah.
So all right, tell us about
Oh, yeah.
what do we got here in our glass?
So this is it's a creation all of its own. It's
Yeah, it is.
like more spicy than smoky. It is not a 1-to-1, but I was inspired by like Tobalaz. Tobalaz is like a spicy mezcal that has like a little bit of fruit and a little bit of spice. And so I wanted to recreate those flavors. We're not using agave. It's just like inspired by. So I wanted to recreate those flavors. So Palo Santo is a wood. It's like a sacred wood that's grown in Peru and Ecuador and Central America. And it's the whole process. Our supplier harvests the dead and fallen trees, makes it into an oil on site, and then we bring it to the US and we make it into an extract. So it's like a really unique ingredient that is really hard to get. And I kind of, how we love
$7,000 a bottle.
Yeah.
kind
it's
of
like-
cost $50.
There's a lot of effort in here.
That's
Yeah, listen, but we like spirits because we like to tell the story of them. We know that it's like hard to make or it's been
That's
aged
what
a
we do
long
here.
time. And so the Palo Santo is like the really kind of special, like bespoke ingredient in there. And then you can probably smell and taste. There's like ginger and cardamom in there too.
Cardamom. What's cardamom?
Cardamom.
Cardamom.
So cardamom are pods. So it's a seed pod, and it's a type of spice. It's usually used in Middle Eastern.
I don't know. I'm like I want to say earthy, but not dirty earthy, but like
there's another taste that comes after the first sip.
not
It
grass.
starts to come in.
It's not grass, but it's not dirt, but it's earthy.
Yeah. It's organic
so-
tasting.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to aerate this one. I was telling all my friends that I was visiting who are sommeliers, I said, do not aerate this in your mouth because the spice on it.
Oh, that'll
gotta
jack
just,
you up.
Yeah, you got to just let it sit because otherwise, because it's got a bite to it. That's why I like it. I think that's why a lot of men like this because it's mezcal-ish and it's got that spice and that smoke to it. And you can drink as much of this as you want.
I'm definitely getting the smoke on this one.
Mhm.
Definitely hitting on the smoke.
Mhm.
This is another. If you didn't tell me that this wasn't a spirit, I would. You could have fooled
This
me.
is
You could have
hitting
fooled
me like not on the roof of my mouth, but at the
in the back, way in the back. Yeah.
way in the back, but up
Absolutely.
top, way in the back
Absolutely.
is where it's hitting hard and hanging out. Spicy back is hanging out, and it's spicy, not burny, almost burny.
It's
but
a warmth.
spicy.
It's a warmth. There.
It is.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
But
definitely
yeah,
some warmth.
earthy.
I don't know how to bastardize this. I don't know what booze to put in
Earthy.
this.
You can't.
Don't tell me what I can and can't.
Yes, I
do,
can.
Matt
Yeah, I'm going to
Fox.
tell you exactly what you can't do.
No, I'm going to go find
Boys.
something now. But anyway, but I wouldn't. There's no. This
Tequila or
isn't-
vodka. Or,
Yeah.
Well, you want to know what my brothers do?
Yes, I do actually. I absolutely do.
Yeah.
All right. So they're like, I'm never not going to drink alcohol in their words, but they will make like a mezcal Negroni out of that. So they'll like sub that for
use this
mezcal and
as the
add
spirit.
Campari and vermouth. Mm-hmm.
So that makes more sense to me. Like I said, you could told me this was a spirit. This was actually alcohol, and I would have believed you.
Yeah.
And so you could absolutely sub this in as an ingredient. Okay.
Woo,
I
it's
like that
hanging
idea.
on.
It is hanging
Well,
on.
some bartenders do because it's hard to get Palo Santo. Kristen, like it's hard to get Palo Santo as an ingredient for a cocktail. Like most bartenders that I knew would like try to age it in they would try to put some sticks infuse like some Palo Santo sticks, or it'd just be like hard to make the extract. So if you kind of want that Palo Santo flavor, like people,
I don't know what I
add it.
said that offended my podcast mates. They just got up and walked
I know.
off the show.
What did you do?
Are you guys like Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen on Saturday Night Live this weekend? Just get up and walk out. Oh, he was going to get a bottle of water to cleanse his palate.
I had
Okay.
to check something real quick. I thought I may have screwed something up, but no, we're good. We're
No,
Okay, so we
I
are
wanted-
on-
I wanted a little water.
Okay. You guys
Mm,
woke up at the same time. Like, what did I say?
Palate
What did I do this time?
Yeah, I thought we
Normally you
offended
just throw your empty chip bags at me or something.
Why
Now
not?
you just got up and walked off. Okay.
We're taking care of bees' nests. Yes.
All right. So yeah, okay. Yeah, this does not lend itself to mixing booze with it, but as a substitute for booze, I could absolutely see that working.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, my girlfriend's mother is going to love this stuff. She's obsessed with mushrooms. She's vegan and gluten-free. So mushrooms is her substitute for everything.
Right.
And they're actually working on, a little less wine in the daily routine.
Okay.
So
This is a good substitute.
something
What
like
is this guy called?
It's called
could really-
Saint Ember.
Saint Ember.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right. I know we haven't spoke price point at all with any of these
Yeah.
just yet. We'll get there.
Mm.
And availability.
And availability. We haven't
Mhm.
got there yet.
Countrywide in Michigan.
Yeah. So you'll definitely find
So-
the cans at Meadowbrook Country Club in Novi.
Okay.
So they're going to have them on their golf carts, poolside, in the clubhouse.
Nice.
And I know that the spirit, so Saint Ember, and then we'll try Saint Juniper once you boys are finished with the first one.
Mhm.
Those are getting played with in downtown Detroit with some really awesome mixologists and bartenders down there, specifically the Highlands on top of
I'm
GM
familiar.
Sun.
Yep.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, take this stuff over to Freya.
Yeah.
That's where we
Yeah.
just had that did a lot of mushroom based stuff there.
Yeah.
They would love this.
They'll love it.
So Jamie, I'm curious. How does the St. Ember pair with Cheetos?
It's like wine and cheese. Don't judge, please, boy. Don't judge.
Hey, you guys out me for dumping vodka in my stuff. You're dumping Cheetos in yours.
I didn't put Cheetos
That's
in
on
it.
you, fellas. I'm going to
That's
sit here
a
and
palate
enjoy
cleanser.
I'm going to enjoy it the right way here. Yeah.
I was trying to.
Thank you,
There's
man.
never a wrong way.
You're right.
to
You're
enjoy
right.
these
You
products.
are correct. On
Yeah,
this.
that's right. It's however.
I was looking
however
for
you
some
wanna drink
straight
it.
up Fritos, but I don't have any. So.
If these
okay.
are I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Are these retail available, especially
Yes.
the canned products?
They are.
Okay, so
Yes.
where would we look for that?
So I know that Good Time Party Store in Northville.
Okay.
So they carry these. I know Holiday Market in Ferndale. They carry them.
All the good stuff is at Holiday Market.
And
Yeah, right.
yeah, they're exploding. I know that TikTok, Little Saints is viral on there. And after Megan was on Shark Tank, she was the opener for this
Right.
season.
So while we sip on these embers, Megan, tell us a little story about your experience. What was it like to get on the Shark Tank? What kind of process was that? How long did it take you to get vetted to get on there? And then how much horse manure is it actually? Is it real? Is so much of reality TV is such horse manure? I can't watch it. Colleen loves watching the reality TV, and I'm like, it's such horse poo. And these people are all lying. It's all scripted. This is crap. All right.
No,
so-
it's more real than I thought it was going to be. Like
fair
it
play.
was more due diligence
Yeah.
than I have had with like actual fundraising.
right
Like,
on.
no,
Okay.
for real. Like I had a data room. I had to like put all my financials in there. They grilled me on them. It was so they reached out. Well, one of their scouts reached out to me, so I was lucky. But that doesn't mean I didn't have to do anything. I still then had to like beat out. There were like 1,000 people in my pool, so we had to apply.
gosh.
I had to do a video application. I had to do another video application. I had to put together like 2 10-page questionnaires. I had to give them all my financials. I mean, they knew more about my business than I did by the time. Like, so there's this full application in there, and then you just kind of wait, and then they reach out to you. And in between the time I started applying and when I got on and when I filmed the show, it was 6 months.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
That's a process.
And yeah, it's a real process. And you have like a producing team that like kind of just tells you, because you have to do your own set. Like we Little Saints like designs our set. So you have to like communicate with the Shark Tank people to like make sure that things are the way, because you're only in LA for a day. So there's a lot of prep work that has to happen on my set needs to look like this. They like approve your outfit. So make sure I'm not wearing like
Did
a
you have the
bra,
kitty
which I
cat
kind of
outfit on?
was.
Did you have the?
No, I was wearing a green outfit. I kept it like minorly classy, but then
All right.
you
I
you
like
have
the
to do
kitty
you
cat outfit.
rehearse. Thank you. I'm generally some sort of a cat, disco cat, but no, but actually, so you have to memorize a 90-second pitch, but you would do that anyways for a real fundraising meeting, right? So it's like your regular pitch, but then after that, like there were 45 minutes when the Sharks were grilling me, and that was not rehearsed, and that was wild. Like all I could do was be reactive and be like, they were all firing questions at me at the same time, and like I know my numbers, and so I was spitting stuff back, but there was like it wasn't really like it was like you just had to. I was on my feet, just like firing.
It was like a 45-minute barrage, and then they edited it down to like 5 or 10 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you were standing there in front of Cuban and Mr. Wonderful, who were the other 3 folks that were?
It was Lori.
Yep.
And it was Damon Johns, and then it was Rashawn Williams. He was a new guest shark this season.
Oh, nice. So, and which of them kind of drilled on you the most, gave you the most questions, and were more interested in Little Saints?
Well, Rashawn Williams, he played for the Falcons and has a bunch of like investment things. He gave me 2 offers. He came in with 1 offer on his own, and then he gave me a second offer with Mr. Wonderful. And he was asking a lot of questions. He had invested in other beverages, and he really wanted to invest in Little Saints, but he gave me a horrible offer financially. So I was like, no.
I'll give you what you want at 35%.
Yeah. And then Kevin, Mr. Wonderful, asked a bunch of questions also because he also gave me an even shittier offer. Excuse my language. And
Let it out.
Swearing's on the table again, folks.
It is.
Sorry.
Say crap.
But I understand you turned down the sharks.
You turned it down. You had an offer on the table. You said, nah, not so much.
Well, because it's financially. I mean, I actually really wanted to do a deal with Mark Cuban, and he, right in the middle of like our talk, he was like, "Oh, I don't invest in this category," which was shocking to me because I thought that he did because he's
Didn't he have tequila? Didn't he own a tequila?
Yeah, no, I was like, what? And he has like
known as his
natural
baby,
products
right?
and he's invested in like mushroom adjacent things. So I was trying to convince him otherwise. He didn't want to invest. And then the offers that I got, I mean, the thing is, it's like a real financial discussion with them. So I'm telling them, I'm like, listen, at that point, I had done $5 million in like revenue in the past 12 months.
That's huge.
And they were trying to offer me, thank you. Like they were trying to offer me like a 1x revenue valuation.
Yeah.
Like a $5 million valuation, and market would be like 3 to 4. So I was willing to give them some discount, some sort of like celebrity Shark Tank discount, but not like a 75% discount.
Yeah.
And so that was the discussion that we were having. I was like, if you guys give me, they were only offering me $500,000, which of course is a lot of money, but like, that wasn't enough to, last me years. So I'm like, I'm going to have to fundraise again. And then any like real investor is going to think I'm an idiot if I take this deal. So can you give me a better deal? And so we went back and forth and we just couldn't get there on valuation. So that's when I said no.
But you
good
for you.
Yeah.
That's got how much
Honestly.
pressure, how hard was it to say no? Or you're smart and you know numbers and it was easy. Was it harder? Was it harder or easy?
I think it's right.
They're really smart. So like it was easy to say no when Kevin came in with a bad number and Rashawn came in with a bad number, but then the two of them came in together for a third offer. And it was like, you could get 2 sharks for the price of 1. And that I had to really I checked in with my intuition and I was like, it's still a bad deal. And then I don't know if Kristen, I don't know if you know this, but actually after the fact, I saw Kevin O'Leary in person. It was like this random thing. He was in Miami. My friends were right next to him at the bar. Yeah. And I went up to him and I reminded him who I was. He didn't remember who I was. And
how could he not? He was lying.
No, I don't think he did. He was like, oh, I get pitched so many times. And then, I told him what had happened. And he was like, you ruined your life. You made a terrible mistake.
What a douchebag.
And so then I was like, well, thank God I don't have him on my cap table. It was like a gift from the universe that I, did the right thing.
You know what? You came out with the best outcome, which was the main goal, I believe on Shark Tank is just get on there.
Yeah,
the PR.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's it. And then it's
how much
bonus
of a bump is it with them? Are they because I see a lot of products and I'm like, oh,
do you own any Shark Tank products?
I own a Scrub Daddy.
I don't know.
I own a Scrub Daddy and Little Saints.
I own Dude Wipes.
Oh,
Dude Wipes.
Yeah, the organic butt wipes.
Okay.
Yeah,
right on.
They're a little bit bigger. They're made from men's butts.
All right, fair play.
Yeah, I'm a Dude Wipe guy. It's the only Shark Tank product I own.
And Poppy. Do you guys does anyone drink Poppy?
Little how's your father?
Poppy's a Shark Tank product.
Oh yeah, the Poppy soda. Yeah, that stuff's good.
I've actually been looking into it as my soda alternative these days.
Yeah,
it's good.
I actually have a friend who also was on Shark Tank and did not get an offer. And they put her into the psych trailer for an hour afterwards to make sure she wasn't going to kill herself.
Yeah,
I thought was really impressive. I shortened down that story, but they made sure that they had to have a ride there. They couldn't drive themselves, and she thought it was just incredible. They made her sit for an hour before she could leave, hoping that she wasn't gonna be like, oh my God, I'm killing myself. My live stream is over. So this is
liability.
done.
Because somebody like in an early
her,
season jumped off a bridge or something
like that. So this is like 4 years ago, right after COVID, she was on.
Right.
Yeah. So I thought that story was fascinating.
Wow.
Well, no, they have an on-set psychologist.
Yeah.
Everyone has to. I had to talk to the psychologist afterwards.
Yeah. See, I think it's incredibly responsible of them.
Yeah. No, it is like a legit. That thing is it's very well organized.
Even though she didn't get an offer, she was thrilled with the experience.
Mm-hmm.
It made her. It helped her tighten her action. Her company is going well. Still a small company, but yeah, she was thrilled with it.
Has that experience helped Little Saints?
It's helped us a lot because we are primarily like D2C, like direct to consumer. Only about 10% of our sales are wholesale. Like we have distribution in Michigan, thankfully, but we don't have trucks distribution in most states. And so because we already did Instagram and Facebook ads, and because we already like do most of the sales on our website, I think that Shark Tank is really great. I'm sure for everyone, but especially if you're an internet company, and then people can kind of look you up and buy online.
Because these aren't alcoholics, so you can
ship them anywhere.
You can send this shenanigans any place you
anybody's
want.
stopping you. Yeah.
Right. And that's because that's the thing. A lot of the spirits people, every state in Michigan is so just just so just controlling and
it's a control state.
It's hard to do things. So that's nice. You can internet the hell out of this stuff. Good deal. All right. So what do I have in my glass? I love the Shark Tank story.
Yeah.
Megan, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
What do I got in my glass now? What is this? What are these?
Saint Juniper. So this one is going to be more of like a gin-esque. So Megan, do you want to talk about Saint Juniper a little bit?
Yeah, so Saint Juniper, it's inspired by like the old school gins, which means for us, like it has of course, the juniper is the leading like nose and flavor. It's a really beautiful juniper extract. And then we have birch and angelica root, coriander, cardamom. So it's like, an herbaceous gin with some like sort of unique flavors in it. Not all the gins have the birch in it. Not all the gins have the angelica root.
I'm so susceptible to suggestion. And when you said, "Oh, there's birch in it," I'm like, "Oh, okay." I feel the white wood.
I was gonna say, do you know what birch is? I'm waiting for that follow up. Yeah.
That actually was Matt's nickname in
Whitewood.
Isn't that a Cards Against Humanity card? Right up there with Bigger, Blacker Dick. I feel the white wood.
Good night, everybody.
I felt the white wood. Is it? You got a little ginny gin?
Oh, yeah.
Gin over there?
Gin. So my favorite spirit is chartreuse. I love herbally chartreuse. Just to have just a regular green chartreuse, just to sip on it. The last word is like my favorite cocktail. So I love a good herbally concoction.
There's a lot going on in here. It's a little weird. It's a little weird for me.
Do you want me to mix up one
the
of
the juniper's a little weird for me.
It is. It's
there's
different.
A lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot. It's a little weird for me.
I'm going to make you something special, August.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Because there's
like now?
There's like she got shakers and ice and all kinds of just for August.
And everything nice. Yeah.
Making you be so proud.
F you guys.
You guys. I'm getting my own cocktail.
We are sitting on the wrong side.
My own
of the
mocktail.
table.
I'm gonna make it for all of you.
No. Just for me.
Everybody,
special.
Everything.
What are you making, Kristen?
So we're doing some lavender simple syrup.
I like how she's like measuring cups.
No, we don't
shot
need
glasses. We don't need no shot glass. We don't need no stinking shot glasses.
Megan, did you have a question for Kristen?
I said, what is she making?
Oh, yeah. So this is something that I came up with at home. So it's the Saint Juniper. This is a organic lavender simple syrup from my friend Wendy. So she owns one of the largest lavender farms in Michigan, Belle Lavend, out in the middle of nowhere, just west of Fowlerville.
Well, you got to be, because those lavenders can get out of control. They get at people.
So you got to wrangle them in.
Yeah, you got to wrangle them. Got to be out in nowhere.
What else do you need in there?
That's it. Wait, no. I forgot. This is my secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient.
And you did it in the
ancient Chinese secret.
No, you have to do it in a Russian accent. Russian. Because this is sea buckthorn oil and pine resin. I know it sounds interesting.
Now is we're baseball season.
Going to be
pine
Christmas
resin.
tree.
It's going to be
going to take like Slavic holiday.
On ice.
Tips.
Slavic holiday on ice.
Yes.
What do we need? We need.
What's in that one?
The last stuff.
No, we'll just do this. It's fine.
I make room.
It's fine. Yeah, so this one, it is very tasty.
Don't strain yourself.
I got a clean fellas.
See how sharp I am when I'm not drinking on this show?
Yeah, see, your cognitive
you got like
happened.
What's a sprig of what on top?
Put a little weed in there.
No, it's lavender.
Lavender on lavender.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to double down on the lavender.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
relax.
Do you need a rinse?
Nope, I just had the.
Are you straining it, Kristen? I can't. Are you straining it?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's why.
I
That's
am.
why the "don't strain yourself" comment came from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got freshly finger banged lavender.
Ooh. Mine too.
Finally
Ding,
got
ding.
to get it into every. Try to get
You got
finger
a little
bang.
one. You got a little one. on
Try to
that.
work the phrase "finger bang" into
Yeah.
every podcast.
You got a little. You got a little ding on that one.
Right here, honey.
You got a little ding on that.
Like a little ding.
A little
Have
ding.
it.
You guys are funny.
Partial ding.
All right, I'm happier.
My
with
other
this
nickname in college.
Partial
little
ding.
little ding.
little ding.
How many nicknames did you have in
Yeah.
college?
Oh, you don't know. I was there 4 years.
Only 4?
Oh, four in one semester.
All right.
I took an extra football season at Michigan State.
How many? Do you know how many years it took me to finish my undergrad?
Sorry, Fox. You got a little one.
No, you're good.
Because
You're
I'm
absolutely fine.
not a professional mixologist. I always
Can we cut
I
that
defer.
quote?
To me,
Can we
you're
isolate that
professional.
We can isolate.
We're gonna
That'll be
isolate
the
that quote.
opener. That'll be
Okay.
the opener.
All right, cheers, guys.
Ah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Megan.
Megan, cheers.
Oh, cheers.
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 Ding 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 ding.
Is that chartreuse?
Oh, there's something green in there. Is that Kool-Aid?
This is an old school Little Saints glass that I had our logo put on.
Oh, the glass
Oh,
is
I
green.
like that.
Okay.
The glass is
the
green.
cocktail
Yeah,
was green.
it's
I'm
my
like,
favorite glass. No. I'm just drinking St. Ember straight.
Nice.
Kristen, this is
real-
beautiful.
This is great.
You like it?
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
very, very
It
nice.
tastes like my Breathe Right strips that I get, the lavender scented ones.
Oh, that sounds. It's very femme. I like that. It's femme.
It's very metro.
Yes, it's very cool.
Nothing
For-
is not metrosexual,
This
gentlemen.
balance, there was like, for me, there was way too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
In that, with this,
With the juniper.
this balanced it out. This
Yeah.
balances it. It adds to it. There's
Mhm.
more. There's even more going on now, but it's more balanced. for me.
Yeah.
It kind of relinquishes a little bit of that juniper.
It needed. When I was playing at home with some of the spirits, like the St. Ember, I like it just straight, or honestly, I'll put tahine in it or a tahine rim on it, and I'm good with it.
Mhm.
Now the St. Juniper, because I just, I'm a health nut and I have a bunch of weird stuff at home. I mean, I don't think anybody has sea buckthorn oil with pine resin.
Can confirm. Nobody has it.
No, okay, yep, and I'm a weirdo.
Nobody.
But that with the lavender simple, that's what it needed to just kind of
Lavender
like
simple syrup.
it balances out, and it's a fun cocktail to make too.
Huh? Lavender simple syrup.
Kristen,
Mhm.
we
I'm
got to
trying think
add
of
that to
another
our
cocktail to do
recipes.
with that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
it's
good one. We got to
yeah.
do
This
that one.
the secret is this sea buckthorn oil, because like when you let it sit, when you let the cocktail sit, or
The
after you
secret
add
could
some
be
more,
aviation gin.
or add, yeah. Tell
Wait,
me
did
how
you
it
add
was.
gin to that or the vodka? Was that a gin
He
at least?
just added, he just
Okay.
added some gin to it.
Just a little, like a quarter
Yeah,
ounce, just a little,
just a touch.
just a little. How's your father?
Yeah. But see, these are meant to. You can play with them. You can add alcohol to them. You can, play at home, make a low ABV.
It's delicious either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good.
I can do that.
Now, one of the slogans for Little Saints is, mushrooms make sex better.
Yeah, what is this Lions made? What's because it's neither my birthday nor my anniversary, so you're sending me home.
With some
Yeah,
flask.
Colleen's not gonna
Hey,
appreciate this.
Colleen.
Hello, Lucy.
I'm home.
So-
I come home knocking on the door.
Yeah, and it's funny some of your advertising because once we started doing this and the algorithms and I liked a few of your things, the next thing
Oh,
my
yeah.
feed is just filled with "you're gonna have a good time."
You
It's,
said you saw sex is better with mushrooms.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. That's been
Yeah, I
popping
mean-
up on my feed with some regular
right.
frequency.
We are looking at a lot more
So what-
flavors here than I thought we had on the table. I didn't realize these were all different. Do these come? I have to ask. Is
Like a party pack,
separated or is a party pack?
sample pack? Or what do you-
No, they're sampler packs. There's like a variety
Sampler,
pack of the
okay.
cans. You can get, you can pick either bottle and have them.
But if you're like, I love
bestseller
the-
cans.
If you like, I love the espresso. You can just order a 6-pack
Yeah,
of that.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
well,
4
12
pack.
packs are the
4
12
packs.
pack.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually there's a 4-pack of the espresso. That's the only
All
one
right.
that comes in a 4-pack.
All right. So again, you can do this on the line. People anywhere, any place, anytime. Can
Yeah,
you get this-
littlesaints.com. That's
Cool.
where we do most of our sales.
Yeah. Or
how is that
Michiganders, just email Kristen, it's TEN at
Mrs.
littlesaints.com.
Mrs. Vino is connected in there as well.
Well, I mean, that's like my pen name. That's how people know me.
Yeah.
It's
Right,
now Mrs. Mushroom.
No, I won't take that. That's Megan's. Megan's the mushroom queen.
Yeah, Megan. Wow, this is like
These are
that's a
super.
lot.
These are special. These really are special.
Megan, what else do we need to know? What else are we missing? Anything?
Yeah, you know what? We're missing one thing. We added Damiana. If we're going to just geek out on ingredients for a second. So mushrooms are the main fuel of all of the cans and the spirits. And like all of our new flavors, we've added Damiana. And I got to tie this back to sex, of course, because like sex is better with mushrooms, but Damiana is like, it's known as like an aphrodisiac. It's not, it's like it's a flower that's grown in South America. And it's like, it gives you like a little bit more body feels. Like my mom, for example, I'm not going to talk about my mom and sex, don't worry. But when she has anything with Damiana, she's like, ooh, my body feels all nice. It's just like a really subtle, like kind of gives you.
It's funny because that was my drag name
Body feels.
Damiana?
Damiana?
Mm.
That was your drag name?
Yeah.
All right.
in college.
That's how he made it through.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah, Damiana. Interesting.
Yeah. And
I'm looking
I
at it right
actually,
now
and
and
to bring it back to the food scientist, like, yeah, it's totally fun. But like the food scientist is actually like, oh no, if you pair those things pair really well together.
So if I can ask you, Megan, are you the like proprietor of all of these recipes for the mule and for the Negroni Spritz? Are these your brainchildren, if you will?
Well, it's always a collaboration 100% of the time. Like I have the formulator with her master's in adaptogens. Like she's a food scientist. So I come to her and then she works with a bartender who also like is like a really like, you know, like a culinary expert. And then I pull in other experts. Like I pulled in like, you know, more shaman-y people to be like, do the plants like each other? So it's a whole thing.
Nice. Okay.
But it's a wwhole thing. But I come up with the flavor, you know, so we're launching a new flavor next week. And, you know, I'll come up and I'll just go like old fashioned. I'm like, listen, like these are like the top notes I want it to have. Like, this is the nose I want it to have. Of course, it's got to be clean label. It's got to be no sugar. Like we have parameters. And then, but I'm not the one that like knows where to source each of the individual kind of extracts and flavors. So they help me with that one.
That's
so
fair.
for example, for the juniper, I'll give you an example for that because the Saint Juniper was really hard for us to get right. And like their juniper extracts, I didn't know this, are not all equal. The same as like, you know, different distillers distill gin differently, like different distillers distill juniper extract differently. And so like I needed to ask like 4 different people and go through 8 months of rounds of Saint Juniper to get like the right note on the right extract. So it's
got to be consistent after that too. So you got to have people that can keep the consistency that way.
Exactly. We can't, a lot of people will reach out to us and be like, oh, I have a farm, I can make an extract for you. And it's like, we need like a big enough supplier, a big enough volume supplier to get that consistency.
Fair. Thank you for that. Appreciate that that answer.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I want your gentleman's palates because I know that you guys have got Scotch palates and tequila palates.
Not Scotch.
No, we got
Scotch. Scotch gives me.
Well, that's Logan's
gives me
palate, and my husband Logan, he loves he loves these. Everything else that I brought home, he likes the cans. He likes the St. Ember the best. He's got a hard palate.
The cans were my favorite.
Yeah.
The first one and the third one. The old fashioned and what was the first one?
Negroni.
The Negroni. The second one was nice. And then the St. Ember was good. The juniper one's still freaking me out.
Yeah.
Is it the cucumber?
There's a lot. I'm not a cucumber guy. So that might be it. The cucumber might be throwing me off.
You don't like pickles anyways.
Yeah. Oh, that's like pickle's cousin. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I don't like those guys.
I don't like pickles.
I don't
Pickles
like
are cucumbers
guys.
soaked in evil.
Oh, don't like those guys.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying the Paloma at home as I went through a big Paloma phase last year.
Yeah.
It was a new thing for me to go to the Paloma. And the buddy gave me one at a Tigers game of all places. You know, here, have this big giant cup of tequila and grapefruit juice. I'm like, okay. And, oh, that's a Paloma. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get into that. I did enjoy the mojito, the ginger mojito.
Mm-hmm. The ginger mule.
Ginger mule. I'm sorry, ginger mule. I'm looking at the mojito can. It's one of the ones I haven't had.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine's gonna love her espresso martini because that's her jam. That's what she likes. She did 4 of them yesterday at Casual Cafe. You guys were there.
Yeah.
So I'm and we're absolutely going to introduce Mom to these because she's going to dig this stuff.
Good. I'm
She's
excited.
really
I
gonna
brought
like
enough
this.
for you guys to take.
Oh, thank
Thanks.
you.
Yay!
For
Take gifts home.
So for the kid, the Negroni Spritz kind of stood out for me. The old fashioned was kind of right there where I would go. That would be like a daily for me.
Yeah.
On that old fashioned.
I'm going to revisit the Negroni Spritz. It was the first thing we had. I think you opened up correctly with us with that because we had just been bitching about Negronis literally 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and it kind of changed. Like, oh, okay, this is doable.
But that St. Ember is just sticking in my brain. That St. Ember is really nice. It was the smoke on it that really got me.
Yeah, that smoke and the spice.
And that's where I can't stand mezcals, so it's not my palate. But I get it.
Yeah.
So I said it. You could have fooled me. Use that in place of a mezcal in a cocktail.
Yeah.
You'll be happy. You won't be missing it. Put it that way.
These are delicious.
Yeah.
What a great
Thanks,
concept.
guys.
What a
Thank
great
you.
concept.
Yeah. Megan, good luck with the rest of the adventure. It's got to just be, it's the hustle. I mean, being an entrepreneur, it's the hustle never ends, right?
Yeah.
So,
Every day I'm hustling.
Hustling.
That's why you
So-
got to email Kristen at littlesaints.com if you want these.
yes.
I'm super excited to get them into more Michigan places.
Yes.
I just
So-
was back a couple weeks ago. Detroit for life. I love it.
All right. So next time,
Yeah.
next time you stumble into town, we can we'll find a pub to pour some of these mix these up for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be
Yes, it
super
would be.
fun.
It won't be one of my usual dive bars. I'll have to go up.
We gotta call.
I'll have
Tara.
to like
We'll go to
wear
Florida.
a collared shirt or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Megan, thank you so much for being here with us. And Kristen, thank you for having Megan here in the man cave. This was fantastic.
And thank you for spending your Miami sunset with us. We got to watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I know. We got
Watch
some
it.
sunset here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. It was really fun.
All right.
All right. So
Thank you.
it's simply littlesaints.com. Kristen.
Oh,
or
whoa,
Kristen?
wait.
Whoa.
We never asked where the name came from.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why Little Saints?
Mama's
Like,
little
your
help.
savior is here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a play on just like it means a lot of things. Like people have referred to mushrooms as little saviors. Also, apparently, housewives in the 50s and 60s apparently called their happy pills little saints. And it's just like
The
Mama's little
Quaaludes.
helper.
The Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones.
And so it's like it's just a play on like saving yourself from the mundane.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for
you
bringing
for
that back, bringing that around. That's great.
Okay.
Is it Kristen at littlesaints.com?
You got it.
All right.
With a K.
Kristen with a K.
And TEN, perfect 10, baby.
All
Boom,
right.
boom, boom. All right. All the podcast things and all the podcast places. Do it.
Like and subscribe.
That's it.
Hey, it's Mrs. Vino next to me, Kristen Carlson.
Matt Fox is over there.
August Gitschlag.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
That's Jamie Flanagan.
That's
Jamie
Someone's got to step up and say hi to Jamie.
I was working on it. I was
There he
waiting
is.
till it was done.
And we'll do it all again very, very soon. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
Megan.
Cheers, guys.
Megan.
Thanks for having me.
See you later.